Avoid a poor relationship with time. If you want to become rich, the first thing you must examine is not your bank balance, not your job title, not even your skills. It's your relationship with time. Time is the one resource given equally to everyone. The difference between those who build wealth and those who struggle is not intelligence or luck, but how they use the hours they are given. Most people drift through their days. They wake up reacting instead of directing. They allow urgency to replace importance. They spend hours on distractions and minutes on decisions that shape their future. Then they wonder why years go by and nothing changes. Wealth does not come from intensity once in a while. It comes from consistency every day. Rich people understand this deeply. They value time more than money because money can be replaced. Time cannot. A poor relationship with time shows up as procrastination. I'll start tomorrow. I'll wait until I'm ready. But readiness is a lie. The mind tells itself to stay comfortable. Tomorrow becomes next week, next month, next year, and suddenly a decade is gone. The wealthy act before they feel ready. They understand that action creates clarity, not the other way around. Another mistake is trading time too cheaply. When you give your best hours to activities that don't grow you, don't teach you, and don't move you forward, you're robbing your future to entertain your present. Every hour is either planting seeds or pulling weeds. If you're not intentionally building something, you're unintentionally tearing something down. Wealthy individuals schedule their priorities instead of prioritizing their schedules. They decide in advance what deserves their focus. They read while others scroll. They plan while others complain. They use small pockets of time to improve skills, study opportunities, and think strategically. Over time, these small disciplines compound into extraordinary results. You don't need more time. You need better use of the time you already have. When you respect time, time rewards you. When you waste it, it silently takes from you. Avoid living without financial discipline. The second thing to avoid if you want to become rich is living without financial discipline. Income alone has never made anyone wealthy. If that were true, high earners would never be broke. But discipline, not income, is the foundation of wealth. Most people live emotionally with money. When they feel good, they spend. When they feel stressed, they spend. When they feel bored, they spend. Money becomes a tool for temporary pleasure instead of long-term progress. The wealthy approach money differently. They see it as a soldier. They give it a job. Every dollar has an assignment, a purpose, a direction. Lack of discipline shows up when spending increases the moment income increases. New money comes in and suddenly new habits appear. Bigger lifestyle, bigger bills, bigger pressure. Discipline says, just because I can afford it doesn't mean I should buy it. That single thought separates wealth builders from paycheck survivors. Saving is not about deprivation, it's about respect. When you pay yourself first, you're telling your future, you matter. Discipline means planning before spending, investing before indulging, and thinking long-term instead of living for the moment. It's doing what's uncomfortable now so life doesn't become unbearable later. Debt often grows where discipline is missing. Not all debt is bad, but undisciplined debt steals freedom. It locks your future income into yesterday's decisions. Discipline gives you options. It creates breathing room. It allows you to say no today so you can say yes tomorrow. Financial discipline is a habit, not a personality trait. It's built one decision at a time. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be consistent. Small savings, regular investing, conscious spending. Over time, these simple actions build confidence, stability, and momentum. When discipline becomes your lifestyle, money stops controlling you and starts working for you. Avoid the comfort zone mentality. If you want to become rich, you must avoid falling in love with comfort. Comfort feels safe, familiar, and predictable, but that is exactly why it is so dangerous. The comfort zone quietly convinces you that where you are is good enough, and the moment you accept that idea, growth slows down. Wealth does not grow in comfort, it grows in challenge. Most people don't fail because they aim too high. They fail because they aim too low and settle too soon. They choose security over possibility. They stay in situations that drain them simply because they are familiar. Comfort whispers, "Don't rock the boat," but progress demands that you learn how to sail in rough waters. Every financially successful person has faced moments of discomfort. Taking a risk, learning a new skill, asking for an opportunity, starting with little confidence and no guarantees. Discomfort is not a sign you are doing something wrong. It is often proof that you are finally moving forward. Growth always feels uncomfortable before it feels rewarding. The comfort zone also breeds fear disguised as logic. What if it doesn't work? What if I fail? But failure is not the enemy, stagnation is. Failure teaches, stagnation drains. When you avoid discomfort, you avoid the lessons that sharpen your thinking, strengthen your character, and expand your capacity to earn. Wealth requires stretching your skills, stretching your mindset, stretching your belief in what's possible for you. The moment you choose challenge over comfort, your confidence grows. You begin to trust yourself, and self-trust is a powerful currency in the journey to wealth. Avoid listening to the wrong voices. Another major obstacle on the road to wealth is listening to the wrong voices. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Not every piece of advice deserves your trust. Many people fail financially not because they lack potential, but because they allow outside noise to shape their decisions. The wrong voices often come from people who care about you but don't understand your vision. They speak from fear, past disappointments, or limited experience. They warn you to play it safe, to be realistic, to lower your expectations. But realistic advice from someone who never built wealth can quietly sabotage your future. There is a difference between constructive guidance and discouraging influence. Constructive voices challenge you to grow. Discouraging voices try to protect you from discomfort. Wealth is not built by approval. It is built by conviction. If you need permission to grow, you will always stay small. Your mind is a garden. Whatever you allow in will eventually grow. If you feed it doubt, fear, and negativity, your actions will reflect that. But if you feed it wisdom, discipline, and long-term thinking, your behavior begins to change. Wealth always starts in the mind before it appears in the bank account. Successful people are intentional about who they listen to. They seek mentors, study those who have achieved results, and filter advice through experience and logic. They understand that protecting their mindset is not arrogance, it's survival. When you stop listening to the wrong voices, you start hearing your own potential more clearly. Your decisions become stronger, your confidence becomes quieter but deeper, and slowly the path ahead begins to look less frightening and more possible. Not because the journey gets easier, but because you become stronger walking it. Avoid short-term thinking. If you truly want to become rich, you must avoid the trap of short-term thinking. Short-term thinking focuses on comfort now and ignores the cost later. It asks, what feels good today instead of what builds my future? And that single difference in thinking separates those who struggle financially from those who build lasting wealth. Most people want results quickly, quick money, quick success, quick recognition. But wealth is not built in sprints, it is built in seasons. The people who win financially are willing to delay gratification. They are willing to plant seeds today that may not bear fruit for years. They understand that every meaningful reward requires patience, discipline, and trust in the process. Short-term thinking shows up in impulsive decisions, spending without planning, quitting too early, jumping from opportunity to opportunity without mastery. It creates a cycle of excitement followed by disappointment. But long-term thinkers understand that progress is often quiet. It doesn't announce itself. It compounds slowly, then suddenly. Wealthy individuals make decisions with their future self in mind. They ask, will this matter in 5 years? They invest when others consume. They build skills when others seek shortcuts. They stay consistent when others give up because results are not immediate. Long-term thinking builds stability, confidence, and resilience. When you stop chasing quick wins, you start building real momentum. You stop reacting emotionally and start acting intentionally. You become patient enough to let effort mature into results. And patience, when combined with discipline, becomes one of the most powerful financial strategies you will ever possess. Avoid neglecting personal growth. The final thing you must avoid if you want to become rich is neglecting personal growth. Your income will rarely exceed your mindset. You can only earn in proportion to the value you bring, the problems you solve, and the skills you develop. If you stop growing, your results will eventually stop too. Personal growth is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Reading, learning, practicing, and reflecting are the tools that sharpen your thinking. Wealth begins with how you think about money, risk, discipline, and responsibility. When your thinking improves, your decisions improve, and better decisions lead to better outcomes. Many people work hard on their jobs, but very little on themselves. But the truth is, you can lose a job and recover, yet lose your skills and mindset and struggle for years. When you invest in yourself, no one can take that away from you. Knowledge, discipline, and confidence travel with you wherever you go. Personal growth builds self-belief, And self-belief changes how you walk into a room, how you speak, how you negotiate, and how you take action. It turns fear into curiosity and obstacles into lessons. The more you grow, the more opportunities begin to recognize you. So if you want to become rich, avoid short-term thinking and never stop growing. Respect time, practice discipline, step outside comfort, guard your mind, think long-term, invest in yourself. Because wealth is not just about having more money. It's about becoming the kind of person who knows how to create it, keep it, and grow it for a lifetime.